Good evening, all my South Orange Maplewood listeners, and all those other listeners in the towns of Millburn, Livingston, Irvington, West Orange, East Orange, Orange, and Newark. Welcome to In the Village With Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience, and live on the World Wide Web on somore.org. And the only radio show covering all your news, opinions, politics, talk, and sports happening in the South Orange Maplewood communities. You can listen to us every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. And reach us at 973-327-3626. That's 973-327-3626 to participate in the discussion. As usual, we have an interesting program lined up for you this evening, and I look forward to your participation in the discussion. Now, just before we get to the news and sports and other issues happening in South Orange and Maplewood, you know, the big news story yesterday came out was the firing of Mark Jackson from the Golden State Warriors. And many people had different takes on the Mark Jackson firing. And I had a take that was different than many other people. And we're going to get into that tonight in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. And of course, you know, tonight is the big night for the NFL draft. So we're going to see coming up real soon is who is going to go number one. Is it going to be Clowney? And who is going to be the first quarterback taken? Is it going to be Manziel? So we're going to keep you up to date with that as we continue here in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. And we go to Place, New Jersey, formerly named South Orange Maplewood Place, now called Essex County Place. Jersey Animal Coalition President, Ringworm Care Shelter needs donation. On Tuesday, May the 6th, the Jersey Animals Coalition President and founder, Ruth Perlmutter, was sitting on a bench outside the shelter looking at the bills which had just arrived in the mails. We had ongoing bills and no income, said Perlmutter, who founded the JAC in 1988. The shelter, which is located off Walton Avenue in South Orange, is currently under quarantine. It was closed after a joint inspection by the South Orange Department of Health and the New Jersey Department of Health in March. Since the closure, stray animals from South Orange have been taken to the Associated Humane Societies in Newark. Adoptions were a big part of our income, Perlmutter told Essex County Place. Since the shelter is closed and no animals are permitted to leave the facilities, adoptions cannot take place. People are waiting to adopt certain animals, said Perlmutter. However, multiple posts by the Jersey Animal Coalition on their Facebook page indicated that many animals are available for adoption despite the closure. One post from May 6th asked followers to please adopt a cat named Tiger Lily, and other posts provide links to adoption application. In fact, as of May 7th, there is little indication on the Facebook page that the shelter is closed. When asked about donations by the JAC, Perlmutter simply said, "We need money." According to Perlmutter, gas and electricity for the shelter cost approximately $4,000 per month, and the JAC is running out of money to keep the shelter in operation. JAC has been considering hosting a car wash in order to raise money, Perlmutter said. So there you have it, the Jersey Animal Coalition looking for help to continue to do things for animals in our community of South Orange and Maplewood. Let's go over to the alternative press. Maplewood Post Office demolition pushed to January 2015. Mayor Victor DeLuca announced at Tuesday's Township Committee meeting that on April 9th, the Board of Maplewood Village Alliance unanimously approved the current design of the mixed-use building to replace the Maplewood Village Post Office. The developer's selection of final construction material and signage will need approvals by the Village Alliance. Final approval should come late June or early July. The mayor said the demolition of the building on Maplewood Avenue will be pushed back to January 2015 so that construction does not interfere with holiday shopping. Work had been scheduled to begin in late summer or early fall. They will be moving the postal retail service over to 195 Maplewood Avenue. That will be a first for operation of approximately 3,000 square feet, DeLuca said. The postal carriers will be relocated to Union. That includes the 27 postal trucks. Local mail will be sorted in Union before being delivered. It's always good to finally see that the post office situation is coming to an end. South Orange Village wants you to fill out a survey. The South Orange Village Center Alliance has posted an online survey and is asking everyone who lives, shops, or works in or around the village to take a few minutes to fill it out. The survey is the next step in finding out what the community would like to see in the village center that will make it a more desirable place to shop, dine, visit, work, and live. The South Orange Maplewood Village Center Alliance held a breakfast meeting for local business owners on Tuesday at the Green Iron Waffle Workshop to outline the objectives of the survey and how it fits in with the organization's effort to recruit new businesses to come to town. Joseph Getz of the JGSC Group, a consultant specializing in downtown revitalization, was brought in to assist in the effort. Maplewood Gardens Club's 77th annual plant sale started today. Since FDR was in the White House, the Maplewood Garden Club has been holding its annual plant sale. 2014 marks the event's 77th year of providing the best of everything for and from the garden. Everything kicks off on Thursday, May the 8th from noon to 8 p.m. The sale continues on Friday, May the 9th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and concludes on Saturday, May the 10th from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It is held at the Maplewood Community Pool parking lot at 187 Boyden Avenue and will run rain or shine. Proceeds from the sale, one of the largest of its kind in New Jersey, supports the club activities in Maplewood, including scholarship, beautification, youth gardening, and education. And they have several different things available this year in the garden. Since 1927, the Maplewood Garden Club has been a hands-on garden club open to men and women from Maplewood, New Jersey and the surrounding communities. Meetings are held September through May at the Maplewood Memorial Library, located at 7:30 p.m. and are open to the public. Common Core education standards to be discussed at the May 13th meeting. And this is a news story out of Melbourne. And you know how we here in the Village with Anselm and the South Orange Maplewood Online Radio Experience have taken up the Common Core and saying, if you for the core, you out the door. Families wondering how the implementation of the Common Core standards will change local schools and impact students have been invited to attend the Future of Education for Students, a town hall meeting on May the 13th at 7:30 p.m. at the Bauer Community Center in Taylor Park in Melbourne. The adoption of the Common Core in New Jersey has been a source of controversy. This information session presented by a group called Preserve Our Schools may help parents better understand the implications of the impending changes to the education system. The featured speaker at the meeting will be Dr. Joseph Rieker, Superintendent of the Elmsford Union Free School District, located in Westchester County, New York. He will be discussing the changes and will address questions from the attendees. And finally, from the alternative press, Seton Hall Athletics breaks donation record. History was made last Wednesday within the Seton Hall University Athletics Department. 1 week after the women's golf team won their first conference title, the department fundraising entity, Pirate Blue, broke Seton Hall's all-time donation records. Pirate Blue third annual donation match day yielded the most success in the history of the school, bringing in $193,000 from nearly 450 alumni and friends. The department reached the plateau due in part because of an anonymous friend of Seton Hall contributing $50,000. If Pirate Blue could pull in a donation from all 50 states. It took nearly 24 hours to complete, but Associated Athletic Director of Development and External Affairs Brian Felt and his staff reached out to alumni around the country and the globe to increase last year's total by almost 50%. And let's go over to the South Orange patch. South Orange Maplewood Mothers and More collecting diapers for family in need. The South Orange Maplewood Mothers and More are holding a diaper drive through the end of the May to benefit Newark's North Porch Women and Infant Centers. Disposable diapers, including open packs, can be donated at the following locations. The UPS store located at 4 South Orange Avenue in South Orange. The Blue Plate Special located at 325 Irvington Avenue in South Orange. And Vanessa Pollock, Keller Williams, located at 161 Maplewood Avenue in Maplewood on the 3rd floor. There's a strong need for sizes 4, 5, and 6 and pull-ups in size 2 to 3T, 3 to 4T, and 4 to 5T. According to the National Diaper Bank Network, disposable diapers cost up to $100 per month for each baby, and with 1 out of 3 families struggling to pay for them. Those who donate diapers can be entered to win a gift card to Spark Out Kids in South Orange or Woods Bookstore in Maplewood. All donations are tax deductible. To receive a donation receipt or to be entered in the raffle, email diaperdriver@somamothers.org. That's diaperdriver@somamothers.org. So it's always a good cause to try to help those that are less fortunate. So the Soma Mothers and More collecting diapers for family in need. Again, you can donate your diapers at the UPS store at 4 South Orange Avenue in South Orange. The Blue Plate Special located at 325 Irvington Avenue in South Orange. And Vanessa Pollock of Keller Williams located at 161 Maplewood Avenue in Maplewood on the 3rd floor. It's always a good deed to give, because there's a quote say, we make a life by what we give rather than what we receive. As we continue with the South Orange patch, Wacky World of Into the Woods comes to Beard Theater, the Interact Theater company, to show audience what really happens post ever after with Into the Woods. Some stories don't have a happy ever after. Come find out what really happened under the so-called ending of some of your favorite fairy tales in this take of Stephen Sondheim and James Lapine's Into the Woods. Interact Theater Production and Beer Theater are putting on a show that's already received delighted reviews for the next 2 weeks.